Who's Gridley?
That was the Manila Bay.
Oh.
This meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave, on the Township website, and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad?
Here.
Councilmember Perry?
Here.
Councilmember Simonson?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Here.
Mayor Beck?
Here. Okay, we move right down to the consent agenda.
Approval of the minutes, October 17th.
Well, we have to, is there any
Oh,
council,
I'm sorry.
is there any council comments on it? We'll open up for public portion in relationship to strictly the consent agenda. Okay, now you can go. Close the public portion.
Approval of the minutes, October 17th, 2016. Resolutions number 2016-297 through 2016-313.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Excuse me. Councilmember Simonson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Yes.
Mayor Beck?
Yes.
Resolution number 2016-314. This is authorizing the payment of vouchers to Lower Township Rescue. One for the final payment of $35,000 and one for the final expense payment of $5,000.
Okay. Is there any council comments on this specific item? Open up to the public portion. Close the public portion. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. Make a motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Accused.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Councilmember Simonson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Yes.
Mayor Beck?
Yes. Move down to administrative reports. Do any council members have questions on the administrative reports? If not, right to council comments. Tom?
Council comments. Got a few. MUA last week announced that there will be no rate increases for the water or sewer next year. Their budget is doing very well. The detour should be done on Bayshore Road. They are moving kind of quick. They're already pretty much done in front of the firehouse, and they're just trying to get to Weber to connect and loop all the lines that they're doing. That includes, I think they're getting some ready for Phase 2, which possibly will be starting the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, which will complete the water, having city water throughout the villas. Please check out the new public access areas along the bay, New York Avenue, Village, and there's some in North Cape May, Roseanne, and Emerson, Rose Hill, sorry. Public Works did an excellent job. They look beautiful. I think it's going to help. They are not for public access for vehicles. We'll be addressing that. We've had a couple complaints about that. That's for people to get down there, and emergency vehicles and Public Works to get down there to correct any problems they have. Again, Public Works deserves a great deal of praise. We're doing this in-house, and we also have some rec people and some temps there. They planted the beach grass. This will strengthen our dunes and help protect them. They are blocking off some of the minor paths that people created over the years, so this will definitely protect our dune structure down there. Trunk or Treat was last week. The Township did a spooktacular. They did a wonderful job for first year. The turnout was phenomenal. I want to give props out there for the rec department for what they did. Eileen, sorry, you and your family, again, the Horror House, wonderful. Got to go through it twice. And the Healthy Youth Coalition came out big to help with that. There was a lot of township workers that came out to help with that on their own time. They did all a wonderful job. The clerk's office was there with their Batmobile. And Friday is Veterans Day. I know the mayor's going to read something on that. If you can, please come out to one of the ceremonies throughout the county, at the township, which leads us to tomorrow. Please come out and vote. I know no one's going to hear this in time other than the 20 people here, but exercise your right to vote. People have shed blood to protect it. Please. Dave?
The only comment I was going to make is, again, to thank Public Works for an outstanding job that they're doing on the beach access paths that they're installing, both in the North Cape May section and the Village section along the bay. I've had a lot of positive comments from public. They didn't really know what was going to happen or what they were going to look like, and the ones that are finished seem to be delightful to everybody. They're doing an outstanding job, and as they go in, you'll see a big improvement along that bayfront. They are doing a great job. Just be patient. It's taken them a long time to get these things done, and they have other work to do in the meantime. So, if everybody just be patient, and they're going to continue to work to get them all done.
I do have some papers down there on the table. Something the League of Women Voters had handed out. It explains the 2 ballot questions that'll be on the ballot tomorrow. If anyone needs, it's obviously just for the people that are here tonight, because anyone watching won't get it in time. But one is on the North Jersey casinos. It gives a scenario, what you're voting for, whether it's yes or no, and also the gas tax as well. So, again, pick one up if you're. It can be confusing how they word them. It gives some clarification to each. So, they're right there if you want to grab one. Many things going on, like the beach access is definitely something to check out. Also, we attended a Eagle Scout project the other day, which I encourage anyone in the township, if you get a chance, to check out for our veterans. It was done by an Eagle Scout, Cameron Compare, and he basically got all the funds together himself through donations and donation of work and materials, and it's really a sight to see. Like I said, it's over at the Presbyterian Church, and you can see it on Academy Road there. It's amazing what's been put together there. It wasn't just a little project. This is a pretty major undertaking. I'm sure the mayor will have more on that. Also, I want to thank the rec department and all those that came out. A great volunteer was honored at the Raiders football game a few Saturdays ago. Just happens to be my father, but Captain Frank Simonson, as many know, is coach, over 45 years of coaching in the township. Besides all the success and championships, taught all the life lessons that need to be taught to young folks throughout Lower Township for, like I said, almost 5 decades, which is something no one in this town has ever done, and he did it to, about the best it could be done. So anyway, and with that being said, if anyone watched the World Series, our own Matt Caesar did not get to play in the World Series, but was a big part of the team all season, and also will receive a World Series ring. So we do have a World Series ring coming back to Lower Township, so we want to congratulate Matt, and that's it for me.
Today we gathered at Maud Abrams School to honor the 50th anniversary of that building, and it was a beautiful testimony to the many generations that have committed themselves to educating our kids here in Lower Township. All of the staff and all of the students gathered out in front of the school, and the former superintendent of the elementary school, Joe Cirencione, gave a little bit of a testament to Maud Abrams. She taught many generations of people, including Joe Cirencione's dad, and people like Mr. Sandman, generations of people in this town. She was a beloved teacher. She was also a principal. She loved to teach her children to recite poetry, and they're still remembering it to this day. But it was just a great time. The kids all got together and created a time capsule that's going to be basically blocked off into the brick structure and then opened up 25 years from now. But the kids got up one at a time and talked about, I guess they were required to give a report of what things were like back in 66? I think it was 1966 when that school was dedicated. That'd be 50 years ago, and they talked about how an average house in Lower Township would go for like $10,000, I think, times have changed. So I hope many of us, some of us will be around in 25 years so we can take out the time capsule and be thankful for the many years we've had here in Lower Township. But my hat's off to the education community for carrying on. The kids were all out there today, beautiful weather, and gives me hope for the future. Thank you.
Yeah, they said a car costs $2,500. That's about what I spend for one now, too. And you know, it's a salute to them. That was well done, and congratulations. Eric talked about the job that this scout did. I've been to a lot of Eagle Scout projects. It's part of the job, and it's an honor that I'm a former scout myself. And they're all worthy in their own way, but this one was absolutely exceptional. And all the residents of this town, we all support veterans, and we all understand what it takes to protect our liberty and our freedom, and it's the veteran that stands there. If you get a chance, you know, the people of this town, they should all go over there and take a look at what this kid, this 13-year-old Eagle Scout has, you know, worked to put out there for our people. But while you're there, you should take a look at the history inside of the Cold Springs Cemetery. Probably 25 feet from the main flagpole. He's got 6 small flagpoles, probably about 20 feet high, I guess. What would you say that, guys, I think? Then the one flagpole has to be the highest flagpole in Lower Township, the main flagpole. I mean, you look up, straight up, and it's like amazing. But like about 25 feet from there is Lieutenant Richard Wicks, who was killed in the Revolutionary War. So, you know, you can take a walk back in time just by going over there, and it's an amazing tribute. I would say it's the finest, certainly the finest Eagle Scout project. I called it the Mona Lisa of Eagle Scout projects. But at the same time, as far as the memorials for veterans, and I really had a chance today, Norris and I went by it, and I wanted to show it to Norris, to look at the stone. It's a huge black stone that cut out in the middle of the stone is like a silhouette, I guess, yeah, of a man saluting. And then on the front of it, towards the flagpole, are some really nice words that are inscribed on there and stuff. So it's worth the trip. And it's right here in our town. And I can promise you when it gets out, there's going to be, I know on the 17th they have of December, I'm speaking because it's the Wreaths Across America. Remember that one that we have every year? I think that's the 17th of December. It's usually the week. I'm positive. I think that's what it is. But it is a good stop. Okay, so what do we have? Rising Nation, Healing Sands Alliance. Join us for a day devoted to clean water, clean air, clean earth, Native American traditional dance, drumming, storytelling. This will be this Saturday, the 12th, at Sunset Beach Sportsman's Club, which is right behind Sunset Beach Gift Shops. The gathering begins at 10 a.m. with fireside fellowship at 6 p.m. So that's this Saturday. If anybody in the press wants to get a copy of this, we can make that. Veterans Day. Well, I know the VFW up here in the Villa is 5343, which is at Atlantic and Bayshore. It's 11 o'clock, Yeah, 11 o'clock. So that's where we usually gather. With that all said,
Mayor,
yeah,
I have a few things.
go ahead.
First off, it's been approximately 7 days now. Lower Township no longer has a dispatch personnel team. We were taken over by Cape May County 1 week ago tonight at midnight. And one significant change that the county made was they hired a former chief of police to supervise the entire operation, who is a resident of Lower Township. Secondly, the county had asked our emergency management team to present and to come up with a detailed plan for these elections tomorrow. And they did a phenomenal job, sent it to the county, and they are to be commended for the increase in the security for tomorrow's election at all our polling spots. And lastly, from the police, they entered their final phase for their body cameras, and by the first of the year, every officer will be wearing body cam going into 2017. That's all I have.
Thank you. We'll open up for call to the public. If anybody wishes to address council, step forward. Yes.
Hi, gentlemen and ladies. I'm Kim Sorber. I don't know if you remember. I
Yes.
was here back in April. It's come to my attention that the school has been progressing through works with Norris and the school district. And I do know that I submitted naively back in April curriculum that I had written back in 1993 whilst driving to Alaska. And I'm just interested as a concerned citizen if I can have a copy of the new curriculum that's going to be proposed for the Learning Center, just so I can verify that the work is all done with Norris and his folks in the school district, rather than the work that I submitted back in April.
I don't even know where your information was. Go ahead.
I think it would have to be through the school district itself. It's part of their age 3 preschool program.
I
That
understand.
they're doing there.
And that was a situation that y'all wanted worked out for years, and I know that.
You're looking for a copy of their curriculum because
I'd
you'd like
like
to?
to view their curriculum at the school. So where might I go? Would it be to the school district
Right.
itself to get a copy of that curriculum?
I think I can reach out to the superintendent and probably get that. If you want to contact me or come into my office by the end of the week, I'll try to get to.
At the end of the week, I could probably go over myself. But thank you, I appreciate it.
All right.
I'd like to see that.
Thank you.
Thank you, have a great holiday season, everybody.
You, same to you. Anybody else wish to address council? Close the public portion.
Resolution number 2016-315, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is to discuss contract negotiation regarding flexible spending accounts. Council may return to open session to possibly take action, possibly award.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. Third.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Councilmember Simonson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Yes.
Mayor Beck?
Yes.